The day my mother sold me, I was only 10 years old. I cried, begged, and held on to her wrapper while strangers dragged me away. For 15 years, I hated her for choosing my brother over me. But when I finally returned, I overheard words that shattered
How could you
everything
keep
I
this
thought I
from
knew.
me?
Rain leaked through the broken zinc roof in tiny drops that landed inside pots carefully arranged around the room. 10-year-old Amara sat beside her younger brother, Toby, watching their mother divide one loaf of bread into 4 pieces so small they barely looked real. Their father had died 2 years earlier during a factory accident, leaving their mother, Ngozi, to carry 2 children and endless debts on tired shoulders. The neighborhood women whispered sympathy during the day and mockery at night. Poverty had become a permanent visitor in their tiny room. Yet every evening, Ngozi still forced a smile and promised her children that tomorrow would be better. But tomorrow became worse. Tola suddenly collapsed while playing football outside. At the hospital, doctors spoke in serious voices while Ngozi clutched the edge of a desk so hard her fingers shook. Her son needed urgent treatment that cost more money than she had seen in her entire life. Walking home that night, she looked at her children sleeping side by side and silently cried.
Through half-open eyes, Amara noticed her mother staring at them differently that night, like someone preparing for war. She did not know that before sunrise, everything would begin to change.
The following week, strangers started visiting their house. A woman with expensive jewelry and sharp eyes came twice, each time speaking quietly with Ngozi outside. Whenever Amara stepped closer, conversation stopped immediately. At night, she heard arguments through thin walls. Her mother kept repeating, "She's still my daughter," while the woman answered, "This is the only solution." Confusion slowly turned into fear. Children in poor neighborhoods understood when adults suddenly whispered. 3 days later, Ngozi woke Amara before dawn and dressed her in her cleanest clothes. She braided her hair carefully while tears rolled down her cheeks. Amara asked if they were going somewhere special, but her mother simply nodded. They boarded 2 buses until they reached a large compound owned by Auntie Bose, a distant relative Amara barely knew. The woman looked Amara over like market goods. Then money exchanged hands. Not much, just enough to fit inside a brown envelope. Amara froze when she realized what she had seen. Her mother avoided her eyes. "You'll stay here for a while," Ngozi whispered. But Amara screamed as the gate closed behind her. Her mother never turned back.
Please don't leave
Auntie
me.
Bosie's house looked
Don't go,
beautiful
please
from
come
outside.
back.
And from inside, Amara quickly learned she was not family there. She was free labor. Every morning started before sunrise with sweeping, cooking, washing clothes, and caring for younger cousins who insulted her openly. Food came last after everyone finished eating. School disappeared from her life completely. Whenever she asked when her mother would return, Auntie Bosie snapped, "Your mother collected money and left. Accept reality." Months passed without visits, no phone calls, no letters. Slowly, anger replaced sadness. Amara replayed that envelope exchange every night before sleeping on a thin mat near the kitchen. She imagined her brother healthy and happy while she suffered. One evening, she secretly called home using a neighbor's phone. Toby answered. Before she could speak much, she heard him whisper nervously, "Mommy said I shouldn't talk too long." The line disconnected. That night, Amara promised herself one thing. If she ever escaped poverty, she would never forgive her mother. Years turned Amara harder. At 14, she secretly started helping at a roadside restaurant after finishing house chores. The owner paid little, but she saved every coin inside a cracked plastic container hidden beneath loose floor tiles. She learned that survival belonged to people willing to suffer quietly. Her hands developed calluses. Her childhood disappeared completely. One afternoon, she overheard Auntie Bose arguing on the phone. "The girl still thinks you abandoned her," the woman laughed. Amara's heart pounded. Before she could hear more, Auntie Bose noticed her standing nearby and slapped her hard. "Stop listening to adult conversations," she snapped. That night, Amara stared at the ceiling, unable to sleep. Why would her mother discuss abandonment like business? Questions formed, but bitterness answered louder. At 16, after another beating over broken plates she didn't break, Amara packed her few clothes into a nylon bag and escaped before sunrise. Lagos swallowed her quickly. Bus parks, market noise, hunger, and fear became her new reality. She slept inside unfinished buildings and worked odd jobs carrying goods for traders. Life outside was brutal, but freedom tasted better than servitude.
Then luck appeared unexpectedly. A restaurant owner named Mama BC noticed how quickly she learned and offered her work plus a small room behind the kitchen. For the first time in years, someone asked if she had eaten. Mama BC also insisted she return to evening classes. Amara studied while exhausted, determined never to be powerless again. Yet every birthday, anger returned. She imagined her mother spending the money from selling her while she fought for survival alone.
Years later, opportunity arrived through a customer who noticed Amara's intelligence. He helped her secure training in hospitality management. She worked relentlessly, days, nights, weekends. Eventually, she launched a catering company with tiny savings and impossible determination. What began with one client slowly grew into contracts, events, and wealth she once considered fantasy. During interviews, journalists called her inspirational. Friends admired her strength. Nobody knew her success was fueled by resentment. Each achievement carried one private promise. One day, she would return home rich enough for everyone who abandoned her to regret it. Then one evening, while scrolling social media, she found an old neighborhood photo. Their house still stood. Her mother looked older. Her brother looked healthy. Something inside her shifted. 15 years after leaving, she booked a ticket home. The neighborhood looked smaller than memory. Children played where she once played. Women selling vegetables stared at the expensive car stopping near Ngozi's old house. Amara stepped out, wearing clothes worth more than everything inside the house combined. Neighbors recognized her instantly and whispered. News traveled quickly. The abandoned daughter had returned successful. Her mother opened the door slowly. Time had changed her brutally. Wrinkles covered her face. Her shoulders bent slightly. For a few seconds, neither spoke. Then Ngozi whispered, "Amara?" But instead of hugging her, Amara smiled coldly. "You remember me?" she asked. Tears filled Ngozi's eyes immediately. Yet before conversations could begin, Toby appeared behind their mother. Healthy, grown, alive. Amara looked directly at him and thought, this is who she chose. Dinner that night felt unbearable. Ngozi kept trying to ask questions about Amara's life while avoiding questions about the past. Toby remained unusually quiet, barely touching food. Every wall inside the house carried memories Amara wanted forgotten. Finally, she exploded. "How much did you sell me for?" she asked directly. Silence covered the room. Ngozi dropped her spoon. Toby stood suddenly. "Not now," he muttered. But Amara refused. Years of pain poured out uncontrollably. She described beatings, hunger, loneliness, and abandonment. Ngozi cried openly, yet never denied taking money. That hurt more. Later that night, unable to sleep, Amara walked toward the kitchen for water when voices stopped her near the doorway. She heard her mother whisper, "If she finds out what really happened, she'll never forgive me." Amara froze behind the wall. Her heart pounded so loudly she feared they would hear it. Toby answered quietly, "You should have told her years ago." Ngozi's voice broke. "I was protecting both of you." Protecting? Amara nearly walked into the room immediately, but something stopped her. For 15 years, she had believed one story. Suddenly, cracks appeared. The next morning, she acted normal while secretly observing everyone. Toby avoided eye contact constantly. Ngozi looked frightened whenever Amara entered rooms unexpectedly. Suspicion grew stronger when Amara noticed an old locked box hidden beneath her mother's bed. Whenever she moved near it, Ngozi became defensive. What exactly had they hidden all these years? And why did her brother seem more guilty than the woman she blamed? While Ngozi visited the market, curiosity defeated patience. Amara searched the room and found the key hidden inside an old Bible. Inside the box were hospital bills, faded receipts, photographs, and dozens of unopened letters addressed to her. Her hands shook while opening one. The first sentence destroyed her confidence immediately. "My daughter, I came to visit today, but Auntie Busi refused to let me see you." Letter after letter told the same story. Ngozi had written constantly. Some contained money receipts sent for school fees. Others begged Auntie Bose for updates. Tears blurred Amara's vision. Had Auntie Bose lied all these years? Then she found something worse. A hospital document showing Toby's treatment cost exactly the amount exchanged that day. Suddenly, footsteps approached outside. Amara quickly closed the box. But one question now screamed inside her mind. If her mother tried reaching her, who made sure she never knew? That evening, Amara confronted Toby privately. He immediately looked terrified. She showed him one letter. His face changed completely. After long silence, he finally spoke. "I knew," he whispered. Those 2 words hit harder than any slap. He admitted overhearing doctors years ago. He knew their mother borrowed money everywhere. He knew Auntie Bosse offered financial help in exchange for taking Amara. And worst of all, he knew their mother tried visiting repeatedly. Amara stared at him, speechless. "You knew all this and said nothing?" she asked. Toby started crying. "Mommy begged me not to tell you after we lost contact. She said you already hated her." Rage, confusion, and heartbreak crashed together inside Amara. Everything she believed was collapsing. Yet one mystery remained. If Auntie Bosse blocked communication, why? What did she gain beyond free labor?
Unable to sleep, Amara searched deeper through old documents. Hidden beneath hospital receipts was a folded paper she had not noticed earlier. It was a birth certificate copy, but the names made no sense. She read it repeatedly. Her hands trembled violently. The document suggested something impossible. Ngozi might not be her biological mother at all. Before she could process anything, she heard voices outside again. This time, Toby sounded desperate. She already knows too much. Then Ngozi answered with trembling fear. If she discovers who her real parents were, she will live forever. Amara slowly stepped backward, clutching the paper tightly while tears filled her eyes. The woman she spent 15 years hating might not even be her mother. And suddenly, nothing about her life felt real anymore. Amara slowly dropped the birth certificate onto the floor. If Ngozi wasn't her mother, then who had spent 15 years looking for her? And why had someone gone to such terrifying lengths to keep them apart?